Hey guys, it's Danielle. We're going to do our YouTube live today. So I think we'll have a good time doing that. I'm sorry, I just got to change my lighting or else I'm going to be really annoyed by myself the whole time. So hold on. The lighting changes with the weather. So hold on. All right. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is kind of a Q&A. But I need to say this first before we get started, because I totally understand the pain that so many of you are going through. I know that my YouTube channel is really geared toward helping people who have lost an animal, or who are about to lose an animal, or who love animals. But I know that a lot of you are deeply in grief. And so in order to do this Q&A effectively, I'm going to ask a few things of you. First, I'm going to ask that you follow my instructions that I wrote in the little description, which are basically that you put star, 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 star in front of your questions so that I can easily pick out the questions, because I know that as people are sharing their experience, other people kind of want to respond to that. And so as these things start moving, it can be really challenging for me to find the question. Second, do not do the repeating question thing. I understand the culture of YouTube is that that's something that happens where you keep posting and posting and posting. I don't care. I can't deal. It's distracting. It throws me off and it puts me into a different energy. So just trust that I will zoom up and down and I will go through the questions and I will intuitively answer the ones that I'm supposed to answer. Last, before we get started, I was sitting here thinking as I was getting ready, I was connecting in and getting ready to do this. And I can already feel the hurt and the grief and the sadness and the need that goes on when I do something like this. So what I want to do is I actually want to run us through an exercise to kind of help you feel a little bit more open, help you feel a little bit more clear, so that if I do choose your question to answer it, you're more able to receive it. And so that if you're asking questions, you're asking from a place of clarity, of calm, and not desperation, because that can be really challenging if you're asking from that place of desperation. So we're going to do this exercise first. Actually, I should tell you a little bit more about who I am, and then we'll do it. We're going to do the exercise first, and then I'll start answering your questions. I've been an animal communicator for like 20 years. I have created this way of doing animal communication called soul level animal communication. And it's what allows me to connect in with your animal to find out more than just, is he hungry? Is he visiting? Is she, this type of a 3D level daily life stuff. In soul level animal communication, there's always more to it. That animal, because animals have mastered unconditional love, they are always helping us because we have not mastered unconditional love. If you watch any of my videos, I think I probably say every single video, we have not mastered unconditional love of others or even of ourselves. That's why we get jealous. That's why we feel badly. That's why we doubt ourselves. That's why we beat ourselves up. Animals have mastered this. So some of the answers may come around to something having to do with what this animal's helping you learn, how this animal's helping you grow and evolve. But it's really hard to receive this information if you are crying and hurting and feeling really desperate and bad in this moment. So this is why I want to do our little exercise. Very simple exercise. So hands off the keys. I know you want to write comments, but just wait. Hands off the keys. You're going to close your eyes and inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. You can exhale through your nose. If whatever works is totally fine. Do another inhale. Exhale. Now I want you to take a moment and notice that as you inhale, the air is cool, and as you exhale, the air is warm. So just take a moment to do that and notice that. Again. And now we're just going to add another little bit to this visualization. And so now you're going to imagine that you're inhaling the cool air, and you're going to imagine that it's blue. And you're going to imagine exhaling the warm air and imagine that it's red. So you're visualizing and feeling while inhaling blue cool air, exhaling red warm air. Again, inhale, exhale the red warm. Okay, so why am I having you do this? Like I said, it's really important that we're in this receptive place where our energy is open. Yes, you still have grief. Yes, you can still be in pain. But if we can come into this place of clarity, of balance, it's so much easier to understand what I'm saying. And it's also so much easier to understand. Let's say I don't choose your question. It's also so much easier to understand how the answer to that question actually applies to you and your situation. When I'm answering these questions, it's going to be intuitive. And since it's intuitive, I am trusting that that question, although it focuses on this, actually helps many. And I have to trust the animals to do that. That's just the way it works. Okay. Okay. So I remember I'm not going to answer questions that don't have the three asterisks behind them. It's going to help me do my head, find those and feel them out. So we're going to actually start with, I'm going to try pinning because I'm new at this. Let's see if it works. Okay, we're going to go to Liza Lee. She says, my beautiful red iguana visited my sister that evening after his funeral in the form of an orb. Moved. Will he come back to see me? If so, what signs should I be looking for? So Liza Lee, I'm going to connect with your beautiful red iguana. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask for, do you have any signs that Liza Lee should look for to let her know that you're going to visit? Because it's a given. They already do visit. They already send us messages. Let's hone in on what those messages could be. So hold on for a second. Okay, so this is this is what I heard and saw. I heard a sound. I don't know, like a swishing on the floor sound, and very light, teeny, like, which was coming from feet like this, very, very faint, very soft, and then whoosh, whoosh, and I'm seeing this kind of motion happening. So not an orb, not something more like that. It's actually a sound that you're familiar with is what you're going to hear. So Liza Lee, I hope that helps. Okay, I'm going to keep looking, feeling through the questions. I appreciate that you guys are using the asterisks. That really helps me. Okay, Linda, now I'm going to pin Linda. I don't know what happens when I pin, but we're just going to do it. Now I'm going to do Linda Hobach. Might have worked, might have not. I don't know because I still see the red iguana. Okay, it says it's there, so we're just going to go with that. Linda Hobach. I had to put my best friend Lollipop down 3 months ago. I miss her so much. Can't get over her not being here with me physically. Does she know how much I love her? Did I put her down too soon? Okay, Linda, first of all, I have a video called Are Pets Afraid to Die? Are Animals Afraid to Die? Something like that. Where I go into this in a lot more detail. But they do choose when they pass. They do choose what they pass of. They do choose who's there. They even choose who's not there as well. So what I want to do is, I know I'm answering your question. Does she know how much I love her? Did I put her down too soon? You didn't, because they choose this. But let me just go to Lollipop and ask her, Lollipop, I'm going to ask Lollipop if she has a message for you. Okay, so when I connect with Lollipop, I immediately see, I feel like it looks like so I'm seeing hands like this kind of from the side, and a head like this, down. And the phrase that I hear is, I heard you. So I honestly don't know what to do with that. I don't know what it means. I don't know anything about what I'm talking about. But watch that video and hopefully you know what I heard you means. And what this means. I mean, to me, not knowing what I'm talking about, it looks like you were praying and talking to her and she's saying she heard you. But I mean, you could be sneezing for all I know, because I don't know you guys. But hold on. I also want to emphasize something about your face being really close to her. That also feels important in this instance. It's like I see the face close to her, down close to her, but it has this feeling of significance to it. So that's that message. Okay. Okay. I'm reading, guys. I'm reading these. Hold on. I have to stay in the right space so that I can see the screen. Okay, we're gonna go to this one. Karuna Sangrol Rolno 31. Okay. Hi, my pet dog Diamond passed away June 3rd. I really miss him. Can you please connect with him? Is he okay? Does he still love me? Okay. So, Karuna, give me a second. What's the name again? How am I? Diamond. Okay. It's interesting when I connect in with Diamond, Karuna. Diamond comes through. There's like an excitement to Diamond, an excitement, a happiness, but I can't get it to be like a golden retriever would be like, hello, so, like that. But there's just this high excitement in Diamond when I first connect in. But I feel like Diamond, I don't know why I can't make it be like super excited and effervescent and running all around. That's not what I'm getting from Diamond. It's more like I'm just really excited, but staying in one place. I don't know what kind of animal Diamond is. Did you say? No. You just said him. Is he okay? Does he still love me? I feel like when Diamond was alive, the two of you did a lot together that was really fun. Like fun was the thing. And I'm not seeing Diamond moving away from you right now. So when did you say Diamond passed? June 3rd. So that's a few months ago. So I feel like Diamond is still kind of hanging out with you, watching over you, not really doing a lot of other visiting elsewhere, but like being with you to make sure you're okay. And they can make that choice. It doesn't feel like there's an out of balance thing, meaning, Karuna, it doesn't feel to me like Diamond is creating any kind of negative situation for himself by being with you like this. It just feels like Diamond's choosing to spend his existence on the other side right now, hanging out with you, watching over you, making sure you're okay. Okay. Hopefully, wait, I don't know if I answered anything. Does he still? Yeah, yes. You said, does he still love me? Yes. Look what he's doing. He's choosing to hang out with you and make sure you're okay. It feels very much like it's all about you being okay right now. So he's hanging with you to help you adjust to him not being there. There's no negativity. Okay. Remember, guys, to use the 3 asterisks if you're talking to me. Nipster Hipster says, hi, Danielle. Do we see our pets after we die? I just did a video on that. Who greets our pet in heaven? So you can go read that. What? Read the video. Watch the video. Okay. All right. Isht. Okay, we're going to go to Ishta Alawat. So I'm going to make her be pinned. Okay. I have no idea what pinning is doing. All right. So, Ishta. I lost my pet Shiro on the 27th of June. I really miss her. I still call her name. I really miss her. Could you please talk to her and give me a message? How is she? Okay. So, Ishta, I'm going to connect with Shiro. Don't know what Shiro is. It doesn't matter. But I want to connect with Shiro. So hold on 1 second. Okay, so when I connect in with Shiro, Ishta, I feel this huge sense of calm come over me. Shiro comes through with this kind of like, I'm going to call it wise all-knowingness wrapped up in a body that doesn't seem like she would be wise and all-knowing. Now, the way animal communication works is animals will often show me a visual of how they look, but it's not meant to describe them in the physical. Like you wouldn't necessarily always see a picture of them and be like, that's who I'm seeing. They use it symbolically. So to me, she's coming through as one of those small dogs that have the fur, like the teeny little nose kind of, I wish I could remember the name. I can see the picture, but it's basically the idea that she's this teeny weeny little animal who has packed so much like Yoda into her. There's this wisdom at the same time. And one of the things that she keeps showing me is the looking into each other's eyes, the gazing, and the feeling that you would get when she looked into your eyes like that. That seems to be a very important moment here. So hold on for one more moment. Also, I'm seeing a picture of your bed. I'm seeing a picture of to the right of your bed. What have you been doing? You've been doing the Dream Connect method from my video where you're trying to get a message through your dream with the paper next to you. Keep doing that. That feels great. She is coming to you, and she has already come to you, but you're not believing it, is what she's saying. Just believe it. Just believe it. So, she's really cute, but she's like deceivingly cute because the knowledge and the wisdom in there is pretty huge, but she kind of covers it up with cuteness. I hope that makes sense because I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, now we're going to go. It starts moving. Okay. We're going to go to, it's funny because I say, it's kind of like a big serious, thing we're doing on YouTube for people who are kind of hurting. And then I get to read out people's YouTube names. And they're funny. Okay. The one I was going to go to moved. So I guess I wasn't supposed to do that one. Okay. We're going to go to Beth McPhee. And she says, stop. She says, what will my signs be from my dog Precious? So we're going to connect to Precious, Beth. Hold on. I'm trying to go nice and slow to keep holding the energy we had in the beginning when we did the meditation on the color and the temperature. So that's why I have this, so that I can kind of hold the energy so everybody doesn't run back into so much pain. I know you're all in pain, but this will help, which is why I'm going this slow. So we're going to go to Beth and we're going to go to Precious. Precious is, did she say? Dog. Okay. Okay. Hold on. So I'm laughing, I'm smiling when I'm connecting with Precious, because Precious is kind of padding in toward me. Precious does not feel very, I wouldn't say like dainty. Precious feels kind of like, I think, Precious is a bit of a tomboy dog. I don't know how else to explain that. Like, I like to do things. There's not daintiness there. There's like, I'm active and I'm into it. There does seem to be something about the feet. So hold on one sec, because the walk, as Precious walks toward me, there is something about the walk. Like I'm being shown to like kind of zero in on the two front feet and how they're moving. To me, they're moving like a horse would move. I don't know what that means, but to me, I've seen horses kind of do this with their feet. So there's something going on about the way she walks. I don't think that's the message about how she's going to give you messages. So Precious, hold on one sec. So I'm asking Precious, how are you going to give messages to Beth from the other side? And what I saw was, do I have an example? No. Window, I have hanging this disco ball kind of thing, a crystal. And when the light hits it, it kind of these lights around. I saw a light that looked like that, like a little teeny light. Someone else said their dog showed up as an orb. This is what I'm describing. It's like that kind of thing that you're going to see the little light, and that is your sign that she's around. And that the light is going to move in a scattered way. Scattered is what I heard. Scattered is what I heard. Hold on, there's more there. It's all about light with her. And then also, it looks to me like you already have a photograph, and in the top right, there's this lighter part, and that is her. She's giving you confirmation that that is her. Okay. All right. I'm looking. Okay, we're going to go to Melanie Rose. So here we go. There we go. Okay, Melanie. So Melanie writes, sorry, I started connecting again because I already read it. Lost my beautiful Becky. She was 17 years. We didn't know she had cancer until 24 hours before she passed. I worry she was in a lot of pain from the tumor. Is she okay now? Okay, so I'm going to connect in. Melanie, I'm going to connect in with Betsy. Hold on. Here we go. No, Becky. Sorry, Becky. Doesn't matter if I have the name right or not, but since you're watching me, I should say the name right. Well, and first of all, knowing how animals plan their passing, I mean, kind of a gift to have an animal pass in such a fast way. A lot of animals will choose to do that in order to spare their humans. the suffering in order to help their human learn whatever lesson it is that their human needs to learn, or in order to facilitate learning the lesson and not create an additional factor around learning that lesson, like guilt. So let me go to Becky. So I heard the phrase, an angel has her wings. An angel has her wings. So when I went to connect with Becky, I heard an angel has her wings. I'm going to ask her about, say, a week before she passed. I'm also going to tell you that I highly doubt she's going to give me this information, because they don't really care about talking about the past. They care about the present. They care about helping us move forward now. But I'm going to try anyway, and we'll see. So what I'm seeing is it didn't start. I see a visual, and it's like it starts really teeny and then goes really fast. But it goes teeny for a long time. So it's like I am adjusting. So she wasn't noticing that she was in pain. It became part of her life to have this discomfort. That's how I'm going to say it. And then at the end, it definitely was uncomfortable, and it became kind of hard to keep going, like keep up, keep living. But that was only right at the end. Prior to that, it's kind of like you kind of hurt your toe or something, and it's so minor you don't realize it hurts, and then it kind of hurts more, and it kind of hurts more, and it kind of hurts more over time, but you're not realizing it because you're adjusted to it. So it's like that type of deal. So no, I'm not picking up any pain. I'm picking up discomfort and kind of an irritation, but not enough to really even affect mood. Yeah, that's how I'm getting it. So hopefully that answers your question, Melanie. Okay, keep going. Okay, we're going to go to Jamie Scandal. Okay. You know, I'm doing another free webinar in like 2 weeks. You can get the link to it on my website. If you want to learn how to open your intuition and do this stuff, click that link. It might help with this feeling of grief and how hard it is to lose your animal. Opening intuition is something that lets a lot of us connect with our animals even better. This is plain intuition, but either way, it helps. Oh, I had the question and it started moving. Hold on. All right, we're going to go to Loretta Montano. Okay. So Loretta, I feel like I failed my soul dog, Olive. She passed in my arms in March. Was her passing painful? Was she scared? I've gotten signs. Is she okay in heaven? Okay. So Loretta, I'm going to connect to Olive. So I first actually need to connect to you, Loretta. As I go to connect with Olive, I see hand wringing, I see anxiety, I see kind of like just, anxiousness going on. So I'm just, because I'm going to connect with Olive, but that's coming in, I'm just going to share it so I can move on to Olive. But if I kept it in, intuitively, it would make it challenging to connect with Olive. So putting that out there. All right, Olive. Okay. Okay, so when I connect with Olive, I get this. Well, first of all, I saw this picture of like Minnie Mouse. Remember those Minnie Mouse hats? I saw a picture of Minnie Mouse hats. I mean, I'm probably dating myself big time. I don't even know if they make those, like the Musketeers. It's got like a black hat. I saw a Minnie Mouse hat. Why, I don't know. Just got to share whatever I receive. Let me go back to Olive. So one of the things I see about Olive as I'm looking at her is she's very attentive, very much looking around, very much watching. Now, I feel like this is currently from the other side, as well as when she was alive, this is what she did. So, wait, hold on. I want to read again. When I am connecting with Olive, so your questions are, was her passing painful? Was she scared? I've gotten signs. Is she okay in heaven? I'm going to go where she's bringing me to the signs, and is she okay in heaven? Because she's showing me that she's already showed you that she is fine in heaven. Like she's already given you that indication, but you're just not believing it. I'm seeing you turning a dial, and this dial feels like you got your sign through the dial. What dial? What dial? Who turns a dial at all? I'm going to tell you how it looks to me. It looks like old school radio, like turning a dial on a radio. Does that mean you actually turned a dial on a radio? No, but I don't know how else I would get radio. But something about what you heard on the radio, she wants you to know that rings true and to believe it. And I'm going to just stay with her for another moment. Olive. Now I'm asking her, can you just tell me about the moment of your passing? And, you said she passed in my arms. I mean, she really looks like she was like literally right here in that moment. Cuddled, held. I mean, when you say you really absolutely totally mean passed in your arms. That's exactly the visual that I see, like kind of lap arms like this. I know I'm bending over and it's hard to see, but and then she's the word that I heard was grateful that you were there. And then she says you never would have not been. She's talking to you. You never would have not been. The feeling is you come hell or high water, you were gonna be there. And that was fine with her. All right, cool. Thank you, Loretta. Okay. Okay. I can't believe I just saw this. Loretta says, wait, don't go away. It's moving. Olive's name comes up on TV shows, the street signs, as her song Somewhere in the Rainbow, and always on the radio. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I agree with what she just told me. So there's your confirmation. Oh, you're giving me confirmation. I got it. Cool. I'm still really new at this. When I do stuff like this in my Facebook, in my Be Open community, it's much easier because I get to know everyone, and I just am unsure. It's all weird on YouTube. Okay. Okay. Nipster hipster. We're going to do this one. I appreciate that you're asking a more general question. Says, do we get to reunite with our pets when they die? Oh, I did this. She just, Nightster asked, or maybe it wasn't Nightster, but yes, we do get to reunite. Definitely watch my new video, the newest one, I think it is, called Who greets my pet in heaven or something like that. Watch the new one, the one that I did like in 2021, not the one I did many years ago. This one says, Lindsay Bates. I'm trying to grab it, but it's moving. Okay. All right. Lindsay Bates. We woke up in the morning of June 11th to our dog, Miley girl, had passed. It was so unexpected and we didn't get to say goodbye. We're heartbroken. Is she okay? Did she go peacefully? I mean, as I'm reading this, now I'm doing this intuitively. I'm not doing this by connecting directly with Miley. I'm doing this intuitively, which means I'm asking my guides and they're giving me the information. You already know that she passed peacefully. You already know that she just went. It looks like she went in her sleep, and you already know this. Trust that, what you already know. There were no signs of struggle. There was nothing like that going on. And when you found her, she looked peaceful. So trust that. Okay. All right. I got to push that button. We're going to go to Essence of Spirit. My rescue dog, Keno, passed away very unexpectedly after her space surgery. I miss her so much. Any messages from my Keno girl? Okay. So Essence of Spirit, I'm going to connect with Keno girl. So Keno girl's peppy. I got distracted. Hold on, I need to see what you asked. She passed away unexpectedly after her space surgery. I miss her so much. Any messages? Okay, well, I understand that you miss her, but that Keno girl has been all over your house. Literally all over your house. Like all over. Kind of creating a little bit of ruckus. I understand that this isn't the thing that actually happened, but I'm going to share it so you can try to look for this type of sign. It's like I'm in this room and I hear pots and pans clanging in the other room. Like I hear a pot or a pan fall or something like that. Like I feel like she's creating a ruckus for you. She's creating some chaos for you, trying very hard through those kind of more chaotic messages to get your attention. And what it isn't, so you know how somebody else has the orb thing and somebody else had the radio and stuff like that? That's not Keno. Keno, am I saying it right? Keno. That's not Keno. Keno is a ruckus. So those ruckus, the kind of disorganization, the things showing up that you thought you put away, like this is Keno, these are your messages. It's pretty funny, actually. If you can let go of is this Keno? I don't know. And also your thought that the message has to be spiritual and be serene, you're going to find that there are a whole lot of messages from Keno right now. All right. Okay. Ooh, I found one. Okay. We're going to go to Wicked Bird 88. I just lost my dog, but have I connected with any cats today? Is everybody a dog person? I just lost my dog, Beau, on my birthday last year from cancer. I've tried to connect to him and ask if he forgives me for not being able to comfort him during his final moments here, and is he happy? So Wicked Bird 88, what I want you to first know is that animals plan their passing. And they plan what they die of, and they plan when they die, and they plan who is there and who isn't there. So I would ask you to look at, all right, you weren't there, you feel badly for it, but Beau didn't want you there for some reason. And it's not the reason of that Beau doesn't love you. What it is this is what Beau decided would be most helpful for your soul's evolution. Now, I understand what I'm saying, and it sucks. I understand that what I'm saying, part of what I'm saying is he didn't want you with him, and that was on purpose. But how did it help you not to be there? How did it help you in some way? Is there something that you can learn or glean from not being there? Because this is the sticking point that can help you understand why he chose that way. I was not there for one of my dogs. I was there for the other two. It's not because I'm a bad person. It's because that's the way it was supposed to be. And when you accept that this is what he wanted and you're supposed to learn something from it, it will actually make it easier for him to show up from the other side and give you some of his Beau messages. So your fear of... I want to talk about that. I've tried to connect him and ask him if he forgives me for not being there. It's really not a thing. Watch that video. Are animals afraid to die? Are pets afraid to die? I forget the name of it, but you'll find it. Watch that video so you can see that this is all planned on their part. This is planned. And when you release some of the guilt, it frees you up to move through this grief, and it frees you up to be more open to receiving their messages from the other side, their signs from the other side, and to really remembering the best in them. When we feel guilty, it tends to skew our brains toward the negative, toward all the bad things, the things we didn't do enough of, because we're trying to feed that guilt to hold it there. But what he's asking you to do is figure out, what could you possibly learn from the really horrible situation, because I would feel it was a horrible situation, of not being there while he passed. How could it possibly benefit you in some way? How could it help your soul's growth? Did it keep you from feeling guilty about something? Did it help you make the right decision? Did it, think like that? Why would he choose this? And it's never because they don't love. It's never because they're trying to punish you. It's never because you went away on vacation and they were mad and so they were going to die and not have you be there. There's no negativity around their passing for an animal. There is for us, but for the animal, there isn't. I hope that can help you. And I feel like if you can kind of come up with, how could it help me? What could I get out of this? How would this ever help me grow? If you can even come up with anything, even if you don't fully believe it, it will help you develop your relationship with him further from the other side. Whew. Okay, guys. There's a lot going on here. Thank you for listening to this. I'm going to do a little more here. I'm going to do a little bit more here, but I first want to say you can join me for Q&A, which is a little bit different, on intuition versus animal communication. The link is at the top of the description. If it hasn't happened yet, because I know people watch these later on. Okay. Hold on. So we're going to go to Kennedy 17. My amazing dog, Cigar, struggled with degenerative myelopathy. We know what. Those of you who know what that is know what I'm trying to say. For almost 3 years before we finally made the decision to humanely put him down 8 months ago. I still miss him so much. Is he okay? So literally, as I'm reading that, I feel like I want to cry. I have no doubt in how much you miss him. I have no doubt in how really, truly hard this is. You did mention that it was 8 months ago that you helped him cross. I wouldn't have known that. I would have said 2 weeks. So, Kennedy, what that tells me is there's a little bit of an imbalance going on here. Some animals choose to hang out with their human to assist their human in adjusting to them being crossed over. And it feels like that's what he's doing for you. But it also feels like right now you're coming to this place where you need a little breathing space. You need a little, like almost like a breath that you can take so that you can move through the grieving process. And when I say move through the grieving process, I don't mean ever end your grieving. What I mean is it's like this. And eventually you do kind of come to a place, the grief is still there, but you've reached a kind of an understanding, an agreement with that grief, and you're not there yet. So what I'm going to suggest, and for those of you who feel that you may be in this position, you know if you're in this position, if it doesn't even seem any less. So for Kennedy, to me, 8 months ago seems like 2 weeks ago. Her grief, I don't know. I'm going to say her. Kennedy's grief is so huge that it's really in that first few weeks type level of grief. So what I'm going to suggest, Kennedy, is that I'm trying to think of, do I have a video on it? I will make a video on it if I don't have a video on it. But the short part of it is, I think I do. It's called like the suction tool. But what you're going to do is you're going to imagine Cigar with you. I see Cigar here. Cigar is not down there walking around. Cigar is like here with you. You're going to imagine Cigar with you here. And you're going to I'm giving you the truncated version, but it should still work. You're just over the next few weeks going to imagine hugging Cigar a little less tightly, a little less tightly, a little less tightly. So what you're doing is you're energetically opening to let Cigar do whatever he needs to do, to be more free on the other side, to come and go with you. It's just like your energetic hug right now is so tight that it's making it very extra challenging for you to experience his passing and to move into this place of understanding, ultimate understanding and acceptance. The grief doesn't go away, but you understand it and you accept it and you're not there. So you're going to just literally like, okay, I'm thinking of Cigar. I'm hugging Cigar. Today I'm going to open my arms this much, like literally this much. That's it. Take a few breaths. Imagine just hugging Cigar a little less tightly. And that's it. That's your whole work for the day. That's it. All right, guys. Thank you for being here. I will do this again. So be sure you sign up for the reminders and the bell and all the stuff that people say on YouTube. And, if you need a reading, like a private personalized reading, you can go to my website, daniellemackinnon.com/reading, and get a private personal reading from one of my certified practitioners. Join my Be Open community. And that's another way, I'm in there. I do stuff like this, kind of bigger in there. Or come to my free Q&A webinar about opening your intuition so you can connect with your animal on the other side. All right, guys. Thank you. Bye.